guys, welcome back to my channel, and today joining me is Bella! In today's video I'm going to cover a few of the pros and cons of being a bird owner, and I hope to help make your decision in choosing whether you are actually a suitable person and household or not to have a bird. Here are our top reasons on why a bird may not be for you. Noise. Noise is something that you are guaranteed with a bird, whether it be a finch or a macaw. They come with noise. Now, saying that, not every bird is going to be loud and noisy, but it is the luck of the draw. Some birds that are extremely satisfied with life will just scream for the fun of it. So if you can't cope with noise, please do not get a bird. My next reason that you might not want to get a bird is if you can't cope with poop. Because parrots are one little pooping machine. They just poop, 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 poop. So if you can't cope with poop, a bird is not for you. Following on from poop is mess. General mess, dust, if you've got a cockatoo in particular. So mess on the floor, on the walls, when they shake their head, when they eat, when they have a bath in their water, when they just turf their bowl on the floor and it goes flying, when they shred the toys, when they shred the paper. There is just a whole lot of mess. So if you can't cope with mess, don't get a bird. Destruction. Birds can be extremely destructive. If your bird is not trained or housed correctly, the destruction that they can cause within your house is unbelievable. If you had a bird sat on top of your door for the day and you'd gone out and left it there thinking, she's going to be fine chilling on top of that door, there is the potential, if that were a macaw, that it could chew halfway down your door. So destruction is real with parrots, so that is something also to take into consideration. So if you aren't prepared for a little bit of destruction, do not get a bird. My final reason to not get a bird is time and commitment. Time-wise, these animals do take up more time than your average dog or cat. So if you do not want to do that, then it's not for you. Commitment, potentially this bird could be in your life for the rest of your life. It could go on, it could have to be in your inheritance, in your will. Inheritance, same difference. But these birds are a massive commitment. If you think Bella the cockatoo could live potentially up to 50 years. So if you are not prepared to commit your life to Bella, do not get a bird. I am not all doom and gloom on the parrot front. They are clever, they are interactive, they are friendly, they are sociable. They can make amazing little companions. I just don't think everyone is the right person for a bird. But if you have done your research and you think that you can put the commitment in, then maybe you are a bird person. And if you are, I like you. When you've decided that you definitely want a bird, there is 3 simple things to take into consideration: time, finances, and space. It's really important to think about what time you can offer to that individual bird, because it will reflect on the species that you can have. If you decide that you don't have so much time to interact with that bird each day, a cockatoo would definitely not be for you. As far as finances are concerned, money is really important, because if you don't have that much spare cash to spend, a bird like a macaw wouldn't be for you, because they become really expensive. If you realise that your finances are a little bit lower but you still want a bird, something like a conure might be great, because they're a little bit cheaper to keep. Space. How much space can you offer to that bird, both outside and inside your home? If you live in a tiny box apartment, then something like a parrot would be ideal. There's still plenty of room for that bird to move around, fly around. You could still have an adequate sized cage for that bird. But if you live in a box apartment, please do not get a cockatoo or a macaw. Not only would the space be an issue, but the volume for neighbours would be a massive issue. But if you live in a house with loads of space, outdoor space where you could build a great aviary so that bird can get outside, fly around in its aviary, and can even fly around the house, then a bigger bird would be for you. During your research process, it's really important to find out some of the species-specific behaviours and characteristics. That could be a really, really important part of your decision. In the wild, bare-eyed cockatoos spend a lot of time on the ground foraging for food and playing with each other. I make sure that Bella gets to recreate this by foraging in the grass in the garden, which is one of her favourite things to do. Does it talk? Does it talk? Does it talk? Why? Does it talk? The most dreaded question when it comes to having a parrot. The people that ask this question before getting a bird are the people who will end up sending that bird to a rescue when they get it home and it never says a word in its life. You are not guaranteed that your bird is ever going to talk. Yeah, it's great when they do, but it's never a promise. So if you want a bird for the simple reason that you want an animal that's going to talk, here is a life hack for you. Simply jump onto Amazon, order yourself a dictaphone, order yourself a species-specific cuddly toy of the bird you would wish. When they arrive, grab your dictaphone, record whatever you would like your bird to say onto that dictaphone, get your plushy toy, cut it open, stuff the dictaphone in the back, stitch it up, pop it on a perch and press play and have a whale of a time, and that is the best bird for you, because there is no guarantee that your bird's going to talk, and if you're going to be upset that it doesn't, then I have designed the perfect pet bird for you. Personally, I really struggle with the term starter bird. Why? In the term starter bird, it often insinuates that these birds don't have the same complex needs as other species. For example, conures, cockatiels, cakes, Senegal's lovebirds. All these birds still have their very own complex needs. And with having a starter bird, what is the plan from that? Do you rehome that and move on to the next level bird or the advanced bird? What I think the best thing to actually do is just do your real deep research, find out the needs of each bird, work out if that bird is suitable to you, if you will ever be able to offer it the life it deserves or requires, and go from there. Because I have friends that have started with macaws and they are fantastic bird parents and they have fantastic birds. So just do your research and get the bird that most suits you and is guaranteed to suit your lifestyle. Here is my one recommendation to do a bit of research into. It is the underappreciated Patagonia conure. These guys are extremely intelligent, they are social, they are gentle, they are very, very cuddly. They can be loud at times. So if you are adverse to noise, they might not be the one for you. But they are certainly much quieter than the crazy Bella here. So if you have done your research into birds and you're struggling to find a medium to small sized bird that might suit your family, why not have a look into a Patagonia conure like Patrick? Whether you decide on a Patagonia conure, a bare-eyed cockatoo, a parrotlet or a macaw, the size is irrelevant. They all have very complex needs, and please just make sure that you've done your research, and I hope in some way that this video has been a little bit helpful towards your decision on which bird you may bring into your home. Okay, right, yeah, I'll speak to you soon. You may have noticed that Bella has disappeared and be wondering why. That's because I have a very special little person that I have been dying to introduce you to, and that is Miss Vivienne! Miss Vivienne is a Japanese chin. She's about 7 months old now, and she's homegrown, aren't you? Her mum's called Wilma and she's my own Japanese chin, so it's really exciting that Vivienne is my first homebred Japanese chin, and I just worship the ground you walk on, don't we? And you're a diva. If you want to keep a bit more up to date with what we're up to in between videos, you can follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram is Craig's Crazies Vlog. I will leave it in the description box below. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and getting to meet my crazy little Miss Vivienne. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and leave anything in the comments box below that you'd like to see in the future. Take care guys, see you soon!